If you're wondering how to make the first sales call very effectively, in this video I'm going to share you the three tips that make sure that the first go meeting goes smoothly. And at the end, I will also share you one secret. This is Krishna here. I'm a partner, sales trainer, and a coach at Growth Aspire. So let me quickly start with this. These are the three tips. The first one, I always say get into the conversation with a simple open question to start the conversation. Asking about a specific or a leading question like asking about their problems at the beginning of the call is risky unless the prospect is volunteered to share the information beforehand. Although some people definitely ask questions about the weather, sports, or hobbies, or some familiar object that they see in the prospect office, I say these are overused and they actually waste your time with the client's time. A good warm up questions are open ended and focused on getting the prospect to talk about himself or herself there. Here are some of the examples. One is that how long you've been in this organization? That's a good question to start with. You can also ask what prompted you to start this business? And the third one is what motivated you to have this meeting? And then one of the questions that I ask is as a part of the preparation for this meeting, I did visit your website and understood that you're doing very well. What's the secret of your success? And one more thing that you can definitely ask is what is that you like the most about your work or something? Based on the prospect response to warm up questions, you'll be able to understand a lot about their interest, personality, belief, and how do they feel about the organization that they work, and the culture of the company in a short time frame. This is definitely one tip that you can use. The second one is that whenever you're speaking with a customer, write down the information given to you by the prospective client. Capture all the critical information before you forget. Listen to the emotion underlying in each of these keywords. After you write down the words, it's much easier to go back and get the prospect to elaborate on some topics that you have not understood earlier there. And the third thing which I say is don't assume anything about the prospect and the problems, prospect and their problems and the challenges. Have you heard that a few new salespeople have something called as a beginner's luck? We have seen a few people, salespeople, close very high ticket sales very early in their sales career. Sometimes they close the biggest deal in the company history. And if you ask them what is the secret of success, they will admit that they hardly understood anything about the product. So they simply ask a lot of questions and they call this as beginner's luck. However, the truth is that they had no assumptions about the client, their problem, or their challenges. Instead, it's the curiosity to know that forced them to ask the questions that many experienced salespeople would have skipped over because they assumed that they already knew the answers. Now, what's the secret that I wanted to share? All prospect and the customer love to talk just as much as you do. If you ask questions to get the customer talking, you're much more likely to learn how to attend to their needs and their problems and their goals and their aspiration. Let your customer have the microphone. It's their show. A good measure of effective sales call is who did the most of the talking. If it was the prospect, it was great. It was a great call, I would say. If it was the salesperson, it was not a great call. If you like this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel to get more such videos in coming days. Thank you so much for watching.